Okay, so how many of you are developers? No, I'm joking. I already know. How many of you write tests? I should take a picture of this. This is very, very embarrassing. 400 developers and 3 people put up their hands. Okay. How many of you do continuous integration? And use something like Jenkins? And that's interesting because more people put up their hands saying they use Jenkins than those that said they do continuous integration, which is kind of confusing. How many of you do code review? And how many of you track your issues with a project tool? Okay, so these are the things that we're going to show you now, and we're going to show you what we offer at JetBrains. And we've been known very much for IntelliJ and Sharper and some of our IDEs, but believe it or not, we actually make other tools, and they're teamware tools. And some of these tools have been around for a very long time. For instance, TeamCity, which is our continuous integration tool, has been around now for 10 years. In fact, it was there before Jenkins or us. So I'm going to show you a little bit the tools, how they work, and then give you the best news of all, which is that all of them offer free options. And we love free, right? So, what we have is Hub, and Hub is basically our issue, it's our user group role management system. In addition, it offers dashboard functionality. In addition, it offers the ability of a wizard to create projects that allow all of our different tools to integrate with one another. And we'll see demos of all of these in a moment. Then we have TeamCity, which is our continuous integration tool. And TeamCity has been built from day one to be a simple tool, but that can scale with your needs, right? So given as your project increases in size, TeamCity will be there to increase in size with you. Upsource is our code review tool and code repository browser tool, and it not only allows you to review code, but it also allows you to navigate your repository very efficiently. It also integrates with our IDEs, meaning that you can do your code reviews from inside our IDEs. And last but not least, we have UTrack, which is our project management or issue tracker, and we built this out of a need. Like all of our other tools, pretty much every tool that you see at JetBrains has been born out of our own needs. That's why in the video initially we said, we create tools when we see that something doesn't fit our needs, and then if it becomes good enough for us, then we try and release it as a product. Okay? And see, UTrack was born out of our own need, in which we wanted an issue tracker that was very lightweight, fast, and simple to use, and it is very much developer-oriented. So with that, we're done with slides and we'll talk, and now I'm just going to show you. Now you have to be patient with me, because I have a little vagrant box here with 8 gigabytes running 5 services, including Cassandra, on a MacBook. So let's hope that nothing crashes. This is our issue tracker, right? And Hub, I'm not going to emphasize much, but this is basically Hub. It allows you to create projects, and when you create projects, it says what services do you want to attach to it. Do you want to have continuous integration? Do you want to have issue management? Do you want to have code review? And then you have your dashboard here, where you can see all of your different widgets and all of the different widgets connected to the different services. So I can see my code review here, I can see issues assigned to me, I can add widgets, which could be like build artifacts, investigations, reviews, etc. And I can add services. While all of our services work together, we also allow you to add other services. So if you're using something like Jira or some other product, in principle you should be able to integrate to a certain extent with this as well. So let's look at UTrack. Now UTrack was built to be very simple, and I'm going to use it in a keyboard-oriented way. So I normally don't do create and say something new and something else, and then write some code even, because it allows you to write more code, C#, Do we do C# code? Equals C#. Okay? So, no, it's actually C#. So, it allows you to write code and all of these, and then I can come here and click create issue, and then click on the issue that's reported, and then do something like set the bug, feature, etc. But that's not how it's meant to be used. You hit Command N, you create a new issue, right? Create a new issue, something else is new. As you type, you see that it shows you some things that are similar, which is very useful, because a lot of times people are creating issues that are duplicates of existing issues. And then when I want to go ahead and set this as a specific type, I invoke the command window. The command window allows me to type things without having to remember shortcuts. So I can say, okay, I want to set the type to a feature. So I say type, completion, and it lists me all of the different types there are. And I say I want to assign it to me, right? And it says assign to you. And you see that it picks up all of this information. But I don't even need to use it like that. First of all, I've got a list of recent commands, but all I have to do is say feature. And it says, oh, you want to set this to a feature, to be open major. It interprets that, and it allows me to set the feature. Okay? So, all of these have been said without me having to use the mouse, etc. And this command window is important, and I'll show you in a little bit why. And I can go to the issues, and then I can select issues like this. And I can say, select a couple of issues, and I can do the same thing. Say, these are assigned to me. And as you type, you see that it shows you all of your recent commands as well. Right? So, very lightweight. Now, of course, we also have features for everyone that loves their boards. So you have Agile boards, and you can create your Scrum, you can create your Kanban, you can create your custom board, and you can have your little backlog over here, and you can drag and drop things over here, and you can move things over here, and you can come on this and also apply commands and say that this is open. And when you say it's open, it moves to open, right? So all of the functionality in the commands that you get when you're managing issues directly, you can also do with the board. Okay? And then you get your reports and fire down charts and extract from a tool. Now, U-Track, by the way. Well, Hub is completely free. U-Track up to 10 users is completely free. Okay? So if you're a small team, you can use it for free. Next one we have is TeamCity. And TeamCity is our robust continuous integration tool. And when people come to it, they sometimes get afraid. They're like, this is already complex because I use Travis or I use JetBrains or I use whatever, and I got a simple YAML file, and I want to configure my stuff using YAML. Let me show you how you can configure in something like this. You can come here and you can say create project manually, and you can say a new project, and then hit create. And then you can give it a name, and then you can create a build configuration manually, and you can say build and test, and then you can click create, and then you can come to build steps, and you can say add build step, and you can say this is a Maven project, and I select Maven, and then it goes and just Maven, blah 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 blah. Or you can skip all that and come to administration and say create point GitHub repository, and let's point 26. See? And now what this is going to do, if the internet connection allows, it's going to go to GitHub, it's going to pull the repository and see what's in there and start analyzing. But this is going to be way too slow with the internet here. So, I have a solution. So let's do Yoda time. Proceed. Yoda time, new. Proceed. Let me detect what's in your project. And it says, oh, I found a Maven file. Do you want to use that? Proceed. Run. That's it. That's how you set up a CI server with TeamCity. You're done. And now I can start to watch the build log go, put everything, it's running, and we've got already examples of this running, so I can show you one, for instance, that has been running for some time. You can see tests, you can click on tests, You can see the actual tests. You can see the build times of tests, see how they've progressed over time, whether they've increased in speed, decreased in speed, and see artifacts, the artifacts that have been published, set parameters, everything that you can imagine. But the part about this that is good is that this scales with you, right? So here's an example of a project that is a little bit more complex. Here I have a project that is dying on me. But here is a bunch of projects that are being built. And then I have a project that, then I have a build configuration. This would be the equivalent of jobs in something like JetBrains. Then I have a build configuration that prepares all of the output of these. And then I have another one that takes the output of that and publishes. Basically a build pipeline. You can see this in a visual way. Right? You can see my build pipeline here. And on each of these, you can actually start the project. You can see the test. You can promote the build. So, as your project grows in complexity, so does TeamCity. Okay? We have agents, which are the ones that are actually doing the job. So you have the TeamCity server, and then the agents are the ones that are doing the build jobs. We have, our largest customer today is running over 500 build agents on a single server. And TeamCity, one thing that we do pride ourselves with this tool is that it's stable and that it will never give you a false positive. If TeamCity says it's red, it's because something in your build process is broken. Okay? Now, some people like to do their stuff using configuration files, like YAML. Yes, I want to just check in some YAML and do my thing. The problem with YAML is what? The problem is that YAML is great for simple scenarios. But once you get to a little bit more complex scenario, YAML starts to fall short. Because it's not easy to express scenarios that are more complex. So we allow you to create your projects with in code as well, except we do it a little bit differently. This is how RDSL looks like. Okay? Guess what that is? Anyone can tell me? One guess. It's Kotlin. Alright? So we've created a language, a DSL for TeamCity that allows us to create all your projects using Kotlin. Right? And that gives you the completion, IntelliSense, refactoring, reuse, everything you could think of. And if you want to define your build pipelines using YAML, guess what? You have a programming language at your fingertips. So you can get your Kotlin script in TeamCity to read the YAML file and generate the build script dynamically. Okay? So if you like to not use the UI and just use a script, you can do that too. Now let me show you UpSource. UpSource is our code repository and code browser tool. And I can come, for instance, to Hadi, which is a project of mine. What you do is basically you point to some repository, and it goes off and it indexes that repository. Now you're used to things like this, yeah? And I can do searches across my commits. So for instance, let's say author is Dale Anderson, for instance. And you see we get the same completion experience as you get in retrack. And date, for instance, is last year. And that will show me all of Dale's commits last year. And then I can click on each of these, and I can see the diffs. I can do side-by-side diffs. Now you see this little red square there? You know what that is? That is IntelliJ inspection. So when the code runs, it will, it is going to index your file and it's going to tell you, hey, someone just checked in the code that broke an IntelliJ inspection or introduced a warning. So already you have some level of code review. But now I can click on this and look, I've got all of the features that I have in IntelliJ. So I can go to declarations, find usages, use usages diff from one check commit to another. So let's go ahead and see usages, and it shows me all of the usages, and I can navigate to the usages. All of this from within the browser. Okay? Going back to Wasabi, I can select the commit and I can say create a review of that commit. And here's the best thing. Are you ready? Nothing else convinces you. We even have support for emojis. There you go. Okay? Now you can do create reviews automatically. You can sync it up to GitHub and on every pull request automatically have a upsource code review. You can create reviews based on branches. You can create reviews based on commits. And the best part is that you can do all of this from inside the IDE as well. So if I go, for instance, to my project yoga time, let's say I have a review here. And notice that sometimes a review might lead to something more important, right? Like, it's not just a tiny little thing that needs to be fixed. It actually leads to me to create an issue. So I can say create issue, and it's a bug. And now I've created the issue in UTrack. And UTrack has the description of the code review, and it links back to the actual code review. That's just the fourth issue. Okay? So there's that two-way sync. And with TeamCity, you get the same experience. You can swing back and forth between code review and other things. Now, inside IntelliJ IDEA, I also have code review, right? So I have all of my code review here. And I can see all of the things involved in that code review. And I can see the comments. And I can see the discussions. And I can respond to the discussions. I say, oh, yes, I like this. And hit OK. And then that will appear. What file is this? Date time, test date time basics. So I can go test date time basics. Go to the latest edition, and you see all this I like. So everything that you can do through the browser, you can do through the IDE as well. And remember that command thing that I showed you, right? The command thing in UTrack? When I do a commit here, that same command I can hook up and type it in my commit message. So I can say JT12, for instance, fix me. And what that does is when I push, it will go and TeamCity will pick up that commit message, parse it, pass that commit message on to UTrack, and UTrack will update the issue as being fixed. So eventually when we go to UTrack, we'll see that number 12, if I had one, which I don't, will be marked as fixed. Okay? So all of these tools integrate with each other. And as I mentioned, Hub is completely free. UTrack up to 10 build configurations, up to 10 users. UTrack up to 10 users is free. TeamCity up to 20 build configurations is free. When you hit 20 build configurations, you can just buy a license for an agent, which gives you another agent license and another 10 build configurations. Upsource up to 10 users is free. Point being that you have no excuse not to try it. You can try it on small projects, and if you like it, then expand it beyond. Okay? And that sums up a little bit of review of our code review, our teamware tools. And as I said, if you do enjoy the IDEs, we're trying to provide you the same experience in our teamware tools. So with that, we can take questions, and after that, we'll go into the file. Any questions? Is there a mic somewhere? There's a question there and a question there.
I have a question using TeamCity. I use TeamCity version 9, and there's a very hard, and I have many branches and which and each branch is a specific language. That's Java in a branch and JS in a branch. I use this JS trigger, but I have some it doesn't work as I think, as I expected.
Okay, so but okay, come on now. What's the question?
The question is, I use this trigger and file wildcard to trigger the boot, but it doesn't work
Okay, like you expected. So that's more of a technical thing. If you want afterwards, you can explain in a little bit more detail what you expect, and then maybe I can help you offline. Okay. There was a gentleman at the back that raised his hand with a question.
Hi, Hadi. I have a question about migration. If you currently are team using Jira for project management, is it easy to migrate from Jira to?
Yes. Yeah. So the question is if it's easy to migrate from Jira. Yes. In fact, it was the first migration thing we built because prior to building UTrack, we used Jira. So we have built-in migrations from Jira and from other issue trackers. Question there and there. I'm not sure who raised their hands first. Eeny, mine. And then over there.
Language and it's any default solution you can incorporate
yes, it does support markup, and yes, there is mobile application for UTrack. And for TeamCity, there's one, but it's not by us. There was a question over there.
I want to know can I use finish all of this work, like create new issue and some bug and report my stage of work. I think it's like foundation or review, like that.
So the question is if you
I mean it's just
okay, so if I understand correctly, you're asking if this is basically limited to IntelliJ IDEA in terms of ID. Is that the question? Yeah. So right now, we have integration with IntelliJ IDEA for all of these tools. TeamCity has integration with IntelliJ IDEA. When I say IntelliJ IDEA, I mean all of the IDs on our platform, right? We also have integration with Eclipse and Visual Studio. UTrack does not have Visual Studio. TeamCity does. Upsource currently is IntelliJ IDEA, but most likely we will be providing for Eclipse as well. Okay? Okay, so let's take the last question and then we can do the wrap up.
这里最后一个问题，然后你要办抽奖活动。
I have a question because I have used the Gantt chart to understand the people or the project you are controlling. So I want to know if any tool supports Gantt chart.
There is some little level of support for Gantt chart. And then what there is and what you can actually do is any data can basically be exported as CDS, but you wouldn't have a two-way sync.
So sorry, I understand. Does any of this support Gantt? I didn't catch your answer. Sorry.
Yeah, so there is a certain level of support for it, but it's not complete. Okay. And then what you can do is export the information, but you're not going to have a two-way sync. So you can export it to CSV, to an Excel, whatever, and then from that generate a Gantt chart. What you do have is a very good, powerful, all of the tools that in fact I've shown you have an HTTP API, TeamCity even has a RESTful API, and you can pretty much do anything with that API. Okay?
Thank you.
Right. So, Lenny, are we doing raffle?
Yes, we are. 我们要抽奖，今天的大奖是1年期的 JetBrains All Product Pack 的